And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Intended for Robert Woods.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now it's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the fullback, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So the Rams in great position here as they get things started. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's getting.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
7-yard line.
Now it's right here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure they had him around. Good team chemistry. Always hard to find him when you've got it.
It's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at it, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week, 21 carries, 80 yards. It's a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
First down, Cardinals.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Watson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Duke Johnson.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Arizona.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Cooks finishing the footwork. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Cardinal first down.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The wide receiver.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Rams' 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
52-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
2 and now on 1st down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyreek Hill. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap for Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. This down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Reception here by Ruggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's taken in by Duvernay. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And we focus on Duke Johnson now. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson now to throw. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Capture before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they feel really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From midfield, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Peterson.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Watson on first down. throw complete right side to Cooks. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, Watson dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Brandon McManus on for the
So we've come to halftime after a and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Rams 27.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Justin
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
28-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man is Duvernay.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll let this go deep. And this is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Henry runs. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Watson on 3rd down. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
That's good for an L.A. Ram.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 31-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
On the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Taylor.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love that you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. At their own. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Complete to Duke.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Watson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Good shot.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Screenplay. Johnson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Give them 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll look to run with Taylor. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
Exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now left side on the swing pass. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Johnson.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete to Brandon.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And it's 3rd down.
And 7 yards.
To the air yet again, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for L.A., it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.